I'm Rip Wilson, and this is Get to the Point News. Logan Paul has not learned his lesson. Let me ask you something. Are you sick of hearing that as I am? YouTube announced earlier today that Logan Paul will lose all of his advertising privileges, at least temporarily. This was met with great praise by the YouTube community, many saying that it was about time that YouTube started holding folks like Logan Paul accountable for their actions. With more on this story, we have owner Tommy C. with an editorial on this particular topic. Look, I'm going to tell you guys something right now. I had nothing to do with what this guy said. I know he's my cousin, but I had nothing to do with it. So, PETA, if you're listening, I have alimony, I have child support, I have lawsuits to pay, I have a lot of things to do, so please, 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 the outrage train is ready to roll, everybody. Logan Paul hasn't learned his lesson once again. He electrocuted a dead rat. Just a few hours ago, YouTube has finally taken action. They're going to hold Logan Paul accountable for what he did. He cannot monetize his videos, and all his ads have been removed from his very popular vlog temporarily. You're probably asking yourself, what did he do? Did he say something tasteless about suicide? Did he say something racist? Did he kill somebody? No, he electrocuted a dead rat with a taser.
Oh my God!
This brought joy to YouTube. The moral grandstanders jumped to action and praised YouTube for their action. And the reason I put emo as of late, Kavos, in the tweet, because what the hell is Kavos gonna do if actually Jake Paul and Logan Paul get kicked off the platform? He's really gonna be depressed.
I can't just get in front of the camera right now.
So 3 days have gone by since this particular vlog was up, and absolutely nobody cared. So why would it take that long? I'll tell you why. Because an organization by the name of PETA cared. They tweeted it out, and action was taken by YouTube. PETA, perhaps the most well-known animal rights organization, has about as much moral credibility as Keemstar dressed as a priest. PETA, a repulsive organization who often and unapologetically makes the moral equivalence from meat eaters to the Holocaust. So much so that in 2009, where their ad campaign called Holocaust on Your Plate was actually banned from the country that I live in now, in Germany. While I don't personally stand for any kind of silencing of political speech, no matter how repulsive, I'm American. It's easy to understand why this would outrage so many Germans and German lawmakers. To sit there and say eating a cow is the same as what happened here 70 years ago is not only insensitive, it's psychopathic. So I don't give two flying fucks what PETA thinks. And one of the reasons I feel that way is because when I make a stupid tweet saying dead rats feel no pain, I was unsurprised by the response that I got. Take a look what this winner wrote me. If your wife was dead, someone sticks something up her corpse ass making fun of it. You don't feel your wife was humiliated because she's dead? I was taught to be grateful to the animals because they were sacrificed for our stomachs. And in this case, this is a matter of symbolic value. Symbolic value. I think he was trying to say moral equivalence. And yes, I blame PETA for this kind of discourse. It's completely insane because it puts animals at the same level as human beings. People will make emotional arguments like this when they drag your wife or your kid like this. Normally, they can't think on their own. They can't come up with an argument themselves. And most of the time, they do exactly what this guy did, make an utter jackass of himself. No, my wife has more value than a dead animal, and she should be treated different than a dead animal. I know, it's crazy. This is one of the many reasons I can't stand PETA. The fact that this kind of discourse is not even that uncommon. It's completely insane. It's an emotional argument. It doesn't make any sense. It's filled with logical fallacies. In order to get your head around it, you actually have to be immoral yourself. And let's not forget, as most of you know, we've been being bombed and recommended by Logan Paul's vlogs ever since he returned from his suicide forest wake-up call. So don't give me any bullshit that YouTube's getting their act together. The only reason they reacted to this because of a powerful, left-wing, whacked-out organization said they didn't like it. So you're probably saying to yourself, Tommy, all right, PETA's bad, so what? What's your point? Well, I'm gonna get to the point. Here's the thing, my edgy, humor-loving fans. I know you all hate Logan Paul, and you all want him off the platform for your own reasons. But here's the thing. If Logan Paul gets kicked off for doing stupid shit, it might affect artists you actually like, because guess what? They do stupid shit too. It's just not as lame. Oh, look, there's the kangaroo fucker throwing up. Oh, and there's the most respected man on the platform throwing up. Oh, look at all these guys. They're some of our favorite artists, and they're acting like assholes. Oh, look, there's one of the most beloved and respected YouTubers of all time, and he's making a video on how he, get this, eats rats. Rat cuisine. It was a great video. So here's my moral equivalence. What Logan Paul did was essentially just gross. That's all it was. It was tasteless and disgusting and unnecessary. A lot like the respected artist that I just played for you now. Are you calling for them to get kicked off the platform? No, you're not, and you shouldn't. And that is my whole point. If we're gonna jump on Logan Paul just because we hate his guts and his brother's lame and he's a jerk off, then we're cutting our own noses off despite our face. There's gonna be no edgy humor on the website. We're getting demonetized left and right as is, and I guarantee this video is demonetized right now. But it's not gonna be the Wall Street Journal's fault, and it's not gonna be the SJW's fault. It's gonna be our fault. It's gonna be people like Cavos, who are always on their moral high horse, showing everybody that they're a bad person, because let's face it, it's good for views. One of the things I loved about our community and the Harambe meme is the fact that it poked fun at people that get outraged over absolutely everything. While Harambe's death was tragic, it was not at the level of somebody, I don't know, being killed in war in Syria, poverty, starvation. It didn't even come close, but it was being treated like that in the mainstream media. So leave it up to the internet and YouTube to make fun of it, to take the piss out of it, to take the steam out of it, to take the importance out of it, because it wasn't that important at the end of the day. It was a dead gorilla. That's it. Look, the point is just this simple. If you manage to get Logan Paul kicked off the platform from doing some dumb shit, that means your favorite creators won't be able to do dumb shit anymore. And you know what? Personally, I like dumb shit. That's why I like YouTube. It's stupid. What I do is stupid. And I want to continue to enjoy stupid for as long as humanly possible. Anybody on this platform that thinks they're doing something important needs to be electrocuted or tased. That's what they need. If my editorial sounds a little angrier than usual, maybe I'm just trying to pump it up for views or be like Angry Joe or Angry this guy or Angry that guy. No, this is actually real anger, and I'll tell you exactly why. I lived in Germany for the last 12 years. I step on the stumbling stones, and when I look at those stumbling stones, I see the names of families. One of them right around the corner jumped out of a building to avoid Nazis. I live down the street from a synagogue that was burned to the ground after Kristallnacht. The fact of the matter is, the idea that your plate is a Holocaust and this has been put in the social conscious by PETA is completely ridiculous. And this has resulted in this sort of ridiculous fucking outrage over something that's essentially just gross. And not to mention the fact, the thing I love the most, the thing that brings money into my, and I don't know, that Holocaust on my plate is YouTube. And it's stupid and it's dumb and I want to keep it dumb. If we start holding this jackass to an unbelievable standard, guess what? YouTube's going to be lame, and we're gonna have nobody to blame but ourselves. All right, I hear you. Cool out, Tommy. Okay, let's take it down a notch. If this was a big live animal, big or small, being tortured and tased for no other reason than some sick kid's entertainment, I'd be right there with you. I'd be calling for Logan Paul's head. Hell, if he was killing bugs for some sicko's entertainment unnecessarily, I'd be right there with you. It's sick, it's disgusting, there's no doubt about it. If there was a child or even an adult being tortured by a taser for some sicko's entertainment, and if somebody actually willingly got tased, I'd laugh, just like I did the first time I saw it on Jackass. Here's what I'm saying. Get your shit in perspective, man. All right, I'm calm now. This has been a Get to the Point editorial. Blow me.
Yesterday, Twitch updated their community guideline policies. In a blog, they said this: additionally, we will now consider verifiable hateful or harassing conduct that takes place off Twitch when making moderation decisions for actions that occur on Twitch. If you use other services to direct hate or harassment towards someone on Twitch, we will consider it a violation of Twitch's policies. So I think that's a fantastic message to spread around, and it's really going to help make the Twitch community a lot more positive. And I think hopefully, if our favorite gnome wants to continue streaming on Twitch, he's hopefully going to clean his act up on Twitter, because if not, well, f him. And this morning, Casey Neistat uploaded a video to his channel where he was announcing that he is doing an interview with Robert Keibel, or however the hell you say his last name, the CBO of YouTube, who is the CEO partner to Susan, you know, that one. I think part of being a CEO for YouTube is you have to have an unpronounceable last name.
I suggested that he come here to New York City to my office and we would talk about YouTube on camera. I wanted to ask him personally the questions I had about this platform, especially after the Logan Paul controversy, and I wanted to make a video about it that I would put on this channel. And to my absolute surprise, he accepted.
So he announced he's going to be putting that on his channel on Monday, and we are all very excited to see what information comes to light from that interview. And in case you guys were not aware that today is in fact a holiday, today is actually National Pizza Day, and Trisha Paytas helped us celebrate with a brand new mukbang.
A nice light lunch of only 1,600 calories. And also, it's National Pizza Day. That's right, National Pizza Day.
Lovely. Happy National Pizza Day. Thank you for watching another episode of Get to the Point News. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to leave us a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed to this channel, make sure to subscribe before you leave. And if you're not following us on Twitter, make sure to follow us for all the latest news. Reporting for Get to the Point, I'm Sarah J. Ward. Okay, Fluffy. It's okay. I still love you. Tommy C, you're an asshole!